Yeah.
Are you an astrologist kind of person, being a weather person?
Not really. I try to keep it to the troposphere and below. That's where the weather's happening, so that's where my interest is.
That's good. That's good, because we need to know more about
Yeah.
how hot it's going to be and how long.
Spoiler alert, all summer. So it's definitely going to be really hot. We're setting up into a more summer-like pattern as we speak, and we see high pressure in the upper levels of the atmosphere building in over us. That is causing our high temperatures to be very, very hot. Our average temperature for today's date, 90 degrees. 96 is what we hit today, so we have at least matched the record set back in 2009. And the next climate report update coming in around 7 o'clock, we could maybe even see this bump up to 97 degrees. So we'll update you on that in our later newscast this evening, but for right now we are still in the 90s with partly cloudy skies. Air quality is a little bit better than it's been in recent days. It's more moderate as opposed to unhealthy. That's because we're seeing a little bit less of the smoke from agricultural burns in Mexico. Still feels very hot across the entire coastal bend. We've got the heat, the humidity, and lots of sunshine. So temperatures feel like 109 in Corpus Christi, 114 in Kingsville. And that's why we've got a heat advisory until 7 o'clock this evening. So for about the next hour, 15 minutes, this is going to continue going on, and we're likely to see another one of these almost every day this week. I think it's going to still be very, very warm, very, very humid, so it's likely we're going to continue to see those being issued. Actual air temperatures right now are in the 90s across the coastal bend, aside from in Port Aransas. 99, right under 100 degrees in Falfurrias, so very, very hot. We're going to continue to stay pretty humid through this evening, and like last night, our futurecast is throwing in another rain chance from stuff out in West Texas. That would have to travel all the way across into the coastal bend, so it could very well fizzle out like it did last night before it even gets here. So we'll keep an eye on that for you and let you know an update in this evening's newscast. By tomorrow morning, very warm and very humid, starting off another morning in the 80s for your first week of summer break. The clouds do dissipate heading into tomorrow afternoon, and that lets high temperatures get into the 90s yet again, with another very warm and humid overnight heading into the next day. So speaking of the humidity and the heat, if you're taking your dog out for a walk, remember, anytime the temperature is above about 85 degrees, concrete and asphalt probably going to be too hot for their paws. So maybe you have the kids home for summer now and they're taking the kid out to walk. Have them do it either in the early morning or later in the evening, because those temperatures are going to be so hot, and that lasts throughout this entire coming week. So as we see high pressure start to build in, those temperatures go up, and we could see a little bit less humidity throughout the vertical profile of the atmosphere, not necessarily down here at the surface, but enough in the upper atmosphere that maybe our temperatures go a little bit higher than this, since dry air can heat up a little bit quicker than humid air. Speaking of humidity, high pressure to our east is continuing to send a flood of moisture to us here at the surface. However, this high pressure is going to block this cold front from really coming into the state of Texas, so we completely miss out on that. Still have onshore winds bringing a lot of humidity, and there's that upper level high pressure coming in. We could see some pieces of energy rotate around this, and it's going to be a very tricky and nuanced forecast. Wherever those little pieces of energy track, it's going to be very dependent. Our rainfall forecast is going to be very dependent on where those go, but we'll keep you updated on it. 94 tomorrow afternoon. A heat advisory is likely, with that oppressive heat continuing. 94 for the high here, but some places getting closer to 100 out in the brush country. If you are heading out on the water, expect choppy bays and a high rip current risk, so make sure you are taking care with that. Feels like temperatures up to about 113 tomorrow, so make sure that you're not only staying hydrated, but practicing a bunch of other heat safety protocols. Brian.
Thank you.